Hey there guys, I'm Tommy Mott and I'm back with the first Cardiff Insiders film of the new academic year. I thought, what better way to kick things off than to give you 8 do's and don'ts for how to maintain a good relationship with your new hallmates. So, number 1, and it's a big one to start off with, don't steal people's food. Food is when you're a student, food is amazing. Food is one of the best things in your life. And when people steal it, when you buy something, you put it in the fridge, you expect it to be safe. You don't expect to go to the fridge a day later to find that your beloved ready meal cottage pie has been stuck in the microwave and eaten. But, you know, ready meals or whatever, it goes for everything. It goes for drink, it goes for ski smooth yogurts, it goes for sweets. Arguably most importantly, it goes for milk as well. Milk is the, what would you call it? Milk is the stealer's friend. You know, if you've got a food stealer in your flat, it's likely they'll go for the milk first. If no one is stealing food in your flat, then it's probably you who's doing it. So stop. Don't steal food. End of. This is what I mean about food being the best thing. It's just, you just end up eating it if it's in front of you. Whilst we're on the topic of food, a big do is offer people mugs of tea. This is a tea bag, this isn't a mug. This is a mug, you put the tea bag in the mug. But it's just such a good way to build a relationship. That sounds weird, doesn't it? Solidify friendships. If you offer someone a cup of tea, it's likely they'll love you forever. You know, tea generally does that to people. And it's just a nice way to kind of kick off the year. You've just met each other, you're just living with these new people. And a tea is a sign of, I don't know where I'm going with this. You get the idea, offer people tea. Oh, your sweets are so good. Haribo onto, top work Haribo. Number 3 is don't play really loud music at ridiculous o'clock. This is one of the biggest things in halls. If you're that guy that comes in at 4 AM from clubbing when a flatmate is asleep and puts some heavy drum and bass on. Oh yeah, it's 4 AM, it's such a top night, yeah. Stick the stereo on, Dave. Everybody will hurt you, so just don't do it. Number 4, do show an interest about your flatmates and ask questions about what they've been up to. Obviously, within reason, you know, they don't need to sit down for a meal and be interrogated. But if you're in the kitchen and a flatmate walks in, just the usual, how was the day, what have you been up to? If you show an interest in them, it's likely that they'll show an interest back. Which means that you'll both be happier in the long run, because let's face it, everybody likes to talk about themselves. Number 5, although you want to promote good relationships with your flatmates, don't feel pressured into feeling like you've got to spend every single waking hour with them. Obviously, freshers, you've all just met each other, it's going to be kind of, you know, there's going to be a lot of bonding going on. Just because of that, it doesn't mean that you can't make friends on your course, through societies, through sports. There are so many people out there waiting to be met, and that is ridiculously cliche. Cliche or not though, it's absolutely true. Yeah, you know, it's good to have a good relationship with your flatmates, but go out, feel free to go out with other friends from societies, sports clubs, and it will make your university experience a lot better for it. Number 6, if you haven't already, make friends with your neighbours in halls. There can be a tendency in halls, I think, to stick to, you know, your flat where you kind of know each other and you feel safe. But go to, if there's likely to be a house party in your block somewhere, so go to it, meet the people around you, and you never know, you might meet one of your new best friends. If there aren't any house parties going on in the blocks around you, have one yourself. Obviously, you want to make sure that your flat doesn't get trashed, otherwise you'll have the Cardiff Uni Residences people on your back, and you really don't want that. But it's just such a great way to meet the people around you, and I don't know, it just develops a sense of community that you don't necessarily feel if you just stick to your own flat. Number 7, another big don't don't be stupid. Now this is a broad don't, but I'll just reel off some examples, okay? Cooking at 3 a.m. when you're drunk, because, you know, worst case scenario, this can result in a deadly fire, or, you know, at the very least, it's going to set the fire alarm off, wake everybody up, and get them all outside. I'm gonna level with you. This is quite entertaining the first time it happens. When everybody's outside at 3 a.m. Yeah, it's you know, it's a little bit annoying, but you can laugh about it. The second time, yeah, things get a little more icy. Third time and onwards, people hate it. The same goes for security as well. Make sure the door's locked when you go out. Just you know, be sensible. Common sense. Finally, number 8, do have a great time. You're only in halls for 1 year, and although uni's still great fun when you move into a house, when you're in a house, you've got to deal with internet bills, gas and electric bills, water bills, landlords. Halls is a relatively well, I was going to say it's a stress-free time, but it's not a stress-free time. There can be problems, but as long as you learn how to deal with them quickly and amicably, being in halls can be one of the best experiences of your life. So that's me done for today. If you'd like to get in touch with me on Twitter or Instagram or anywhere on the internet, I'm generally at Toby_Mott. I hope you're all having an amazing Freshers 2015. You only get first year Freshers once, so make the most of it. And I shall see you next month for another video, whatever it may be on. See you later, guys.